A very good morning to all my students. I hope your vacations are going well. Now it's time to study. Today we are going to revise our second chapter, that is teeth and microbes. Now the first topic is structure of tooth. Tell me one thing, if you see in your mirror of in your teeth, what do you see? You can see some part of the teeth that is visible to you, and some part of the teeth lies inside the gum that you cannot see. So a tooth has three main parts. They are crown, that is the uppermost part of the teeth, neck, it next to the crown and it lies between crown and root, and the third root, bottommost part of our root. So first we will talk about crown. Crown is a part of teeth that is visible to us. Neck, it lies below the crown. Root lies inside the gum and holds in its position. So next is layers of a tooth. A tooth has three main layers, that is enamel, dentine and pulp. Let us have a look. Have a look on them in detail one by one. So first is enamel, the outermost part of the tooth. The layer is called the enamel and you can easily see it. It is the hardest substance in our body and it protects the tooth from wear and tear. The next is dentine. Below the enamel lies the dentine. It is below the enamel and it is yellow bone-like layer that supports the enamel and protect inner pulp. Now we will talk about pulp. The pulp is the innermost part which contains nerves and blood vessels. It is much softer than dentine. Now next is gum. The pink colored gums hold the teeth tightly at their place, and the unhealthy gums cause bleeding and pain and ultimately fall off teeth. So now what we have learned yet? We see here diagram in which we can see our tooth is divided into three parts, that is crown, neck and root. The first part of the tooth is enamel. Next is dentine and the third one is pulp cavity in which all the blood vessels are held. And lastly, root canal. This is the structure of tooth. Enamel is the hardest part of the tooth. Next, dentine, and then comes pulp cavity. After that comes root canal. Now if you see in this picture, here is so many teeth which take brush in their hand, which means they say please take care of the teeth. So now what happened? When we eat something, then the small food particles get stuck between the gap in our teeth, and these stuck food gets spoiled and forms cavities due to the presence of bacteria and germs. We need to clean this spoiled food out, otherwise germs can grow and form a sticky yellow layer called plaque. Now see in this picture, can you see the yellow part, the yellow layer? This is known as plaque. And plaque is the first sign to say that the teeth is started to decay. Now next is cavity. Cavities are small hole caused by a buildup of bacteria and acid on the tooth surface. See in a picture of teeth, you can see small holes, brown colored, that is cavities. And if cavities not treated, then it reaches to the nerves in the pulp and causes a toothache. Tooth decay cause bad breath and bleeding gums also. So next is steps to protect our teeth. Teeth are one of the most important gift of the nature to the human beings. We should take care of them and should follow the steps given below. They are: brush your teeth at least twice a day. Avoid eating too much of chocolate, sweets and soft drinks. Rinse your mouth after every meal. Chewing fruits and salads improves blood flow to the gums. Visit your dentist regularly for the checkup of your teeth. So, we should add fruits and raw vegetables in our diet. Okay, now we will see the role of food for healthy teeth and gums. So, what are the role? How the food help the teeth and gums healthy? So, now let's see what are the food items rich in calcium. Are made up of calcium and phosphorus. The food item rich in calcium and phosphorus helps in the formation of healthy teeth and gums. Now let's see what are the food items rich in calcium. They are milk, almond, ladyfinger and broccoli. Now see the food item rich in phosphorus. Banana, onion, almond, avocado and walnut. If you take these foods that are rich in calcium and phosphorus, your teeth and gums become healthy. So this was all about teeth. I think from now you will take care of your teeth more. So as you all know, what we eat. We eat food to live, but we eat food. We need teeth, and teeth help us to bite, chew and digest the food properly. Think now, we all know what we are going to discuss today. That is about our teeth. So let's start all about teeth. Teeth are very important part of our body. They give shape to our face and also help to speak clearly. We have 2 sets of teeth in our lifetime. As you all know, the first is temporary teeth and the second is permanent teeth. So first we are talk about temporary teeth. So kids, do you know babies are born without any teeth? They get their first tooth when they are of 8 months. But as they grow up, by the age of 2 and 3 years, a baby has 20 teeth in their mouth. These teeth are called milk teeth or temporary teeth. When the child is about 6 years of age, the milk teeth begins to fall off one by one. Now permanent teeth. Permanent teeth, at the age of 7 or 8 years, the permanent teeth grow after falling off temporary teeth. These are called permanent teeth. There are total 32 permanent teeth in an adult, 16 each in the upper and the lower jaw. Means 16 in each in the upper and 16 in the lower jaw. Now, types of teeth. Now, students, let's discuss types of teeth. Children, have you ever seen your teeth in a mirror? They all are different size and shape. Why? Because these teeth perform a specific function. There are 4 types of teeth. The first is incisor, that is cutting teeth. Second is canine or the tearing teeth. Third is premolar or the cracking teeth. And the last, molars. Let us discuss in detail. Incisor. There are 8 incisors, 4 each in front of the upper and the lower jaw. That is 4 teeth in the upper jaw and 4 teeth in the lower jaw. And they help in biting and cutting food. Now see in the picture incisor. Here you will see in the right side sisal shaped teeth which is called incisor. Now let's see the picture. Here is the incisor. Now canines. There are 4 canines next to the incisor, one on each side in each jaw. They are also called tearing teeth. Have you seen tiger in the television? They have 4 canine teeth, big and sharp. They have canine teeth to tear the flesh of the animal. They are too sharp. They are sharp teeth and help in the tearing food. Now see in the picture of in which canines you can see these are 2 in number in each jaw. Now next is premolar. There are 8 premolars. These are 4 in each jaw. These teeth are next to the canines. They are used for cracking and crushing the food in pieces. Now see in the picture. Right side premolar teeth. Premolar teeth are broad in shape. There are 4 premolar teeth in each jaw. See 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now next is molars. There are 12 molars in all. These are 6 in each jaw. They grind and chew the food. The last molar are known as wisdom teeth. Now see in the picture, molar teeth are bigger, flatter and broader teeth. And with the help of this we can see that we can chew and grind the food well. Now we will recall that how many different types of teeth are there in our mouth. Teeth are of 4 types, which is incisor, canine, premolar and molars. In upper jaw we have incisor 4 teeth, in lower jaw we have 4 and the total is 8. Now about canines. Canines are in upper jaw 2 and in lower jaw 2 and the total is 4 in number. And premolar teeth are in upper jaw 4 and in lower jaw it is 4 in number and total is 8. Now molar teeth, in upper jaw it is 6 in number and in lower jaw it is 6 in number and in total they are 12 in number. Now in upper jaw you have seen 16 number in total and in lower jaw 16, and the overall total number in our mouth is 32. We all has already seen in upper jaw total we have 16 in teeth. 16 plus 16 is equals to 22. Now let's come to our next topic, which is called microbes. Students, we all are surrounded by different types of living things, but some of these we cannot see in our naked eyes. These are seen with the help of microscope. Microbes. These organisms are microbes or microorganisms. These microbes are so small that they cannot be seen in our naked eyes. So, microbes are everywhere in the air, water, soil and human body. Microbes grow rapidly whenever they get air, moisture and warmth. Yes, some microbes are also present in our body, or it multiplies rapidly when they get proper air, moisture and warmth. How microbes multiply? If we take an example, if there are 2 microbes, they will become 4 and they multiply themselves. Then 4 also become multiply and become 16 and so on. Now, some microbes are harmful and some of them are useful or helpful. So, those microbes that are harmful for our body and cause many diseases are known as germs. So, germs are tiny. Types of microbes. Bacteria, virus, fungi and protozoans. Firstly, we have discussed about bacteria. Do you know, kids, the fact about bacteria? Bacteria were among the first life form to appear on the earth. Bacteria are single-celled microbes. They are of different shapes. They are found everywhere and in almost everything. It means bacteria are found in every habitat on earth. They are in soil, rocks, ocean, even in plants and animals, and also in human beings. Some bacterial diseases causes diseases such as tuberculosis, cholera, pneumonia and typhoid, etc. Bacteria are number of shapes like sphere, rod and spiral. Now next is virus. Viruses are smaller than bacteria. They become active inside the living being. If any virus enters in a person's body, then it will multiply itself and it will infect a person and make him sick. So virus causes diseases like a smallpox, flu, common cold and polio. Okay kids, one of the virus that is affecting the whole world at the present day is coronavirus. These virus floats through air, surface of water and even the surface of our skin. Viruses can be spread from one person to another by shaking hands and also when a person coughs or sneezes. So what are the preventions we have to take in? Now, first is the social distancing and the second is using mask on nose and mouth and the third is washing hands regularly. Now, the next is fungi. Now, what are fungi? They are also called fungi, fungus. You can also say this to them. Now, what is fungi? Fungi is a type of microbe that grow on dead things. Some of them, like mold, are big. So, molds grow on plant, wood, fabric, and also on food like slice of a bread. Some fungi attack the skin and cause diseases like ringworm, itchy skin, and other skin infections. Now, next is protozoa. Protozoa are single-celled microorganisms. Diseases like malaria and dysentery are caused by protozoa. Now, some microbes are useful for us. These microbes which we learned here are harmful microbes, but some microbes are useful and helpful for us. Also, like lactobacillus is a type of bacteria found in milk. Now, fungus like mushroom are eaten as food. It is also used in baking bread and cakes. The fungi that is used in baking bread are called yeast. So, as you all understand, this is all about microbes. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you.